Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Carrie. For those of you who are new, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you can be notified when I upload. Really quick, if you guys haven't voted for me already in the Nick's Face Awards, please do so. The link is faceawards.com/video/550. That is specifically for me to vote for me. About this video, it's a hair video. This is for the TWA Natural Sisters. So I know that I have a problem sometimes with getting a dope hairstyle just by itself. It's kind of at that stage where it's not short enough to wet it and go with the cute little curls, because it's like got a little hangage over here, but it's too short to do some of the other cute styles that we want to try out. So I came up with this. This is the bun that I had up on Instagram. A tutorial was requested for it, so I did it. So this is what I mean when it's two hairstyles in one. This is the hairstyle that I did for my Nick's Face Awards look. And people loved it. People were saying it was like Chun-Li vibes, you know, Nicki Minaj and all that. And so I was like, let me just do a tutorial, show you guys how I got it done. Now, personally, I'd rather wear the buns for like an everyday wear kind of thing, but the other style is really dope for the look that I was going for. So if you have short hair, I don't care if you got this much in your ponytail, you could do this hairstyle. I'm gonna show you how. All you need is about $4, because this hair only cost me $4. When I get into the video and show you guys the products and stuff I'm gonna be using, I'll let you know what you could use as a substitute and all of that. So I'm just gonna jump into the video and show you guys what I've done.
Okay, so I'm starting with freshly washed hair. Now, I'm using this volumizing all over Bodyfiying cream mousse from Redken. Now, I like to use this for blow drying because it gives you a nice little slick and makes it easier to blow dry. However, if you have some kind of product specifically made for blow drying and something that will make it a little bit more easier and slicker, I suggest you use that. You don't have to use everything that I'm using. Now I'm parting my hair into 4 to make the blow drying process a little bit more easier. I use some hair clips from Kish Pro. You can get you some hair clips for $1 at your local beauty supply store just to separate my hair. And I'm just detangling it before I blow dry because I don't want to rip my hair out. So I have my blow dryer on medium heat on the high level. And I got that section nice and dry. You want to make sure you get it 100% completely dry, because you're going to have to go in with a flat iron just to get the ends a little bit straighter and easier to get into a slick ponytail. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Smooth and Shine Polishing Straightening Polisher for the flat iron process. Now, this has heat protection in it, so I don't have to spray anything else. If you don't have this, you can use any kind of heat protectant. If you don't want to put that much heat to your hair, then I suggest you just doing a really good blowout. I'm not really good with doing a blowout, and that's why I'm doing these 2 steps. For the flat ironing process, I'm not really doing the chase method. Number 1, my hair is not that long. Number 2, it's kind of hard because the ends is just hard to get the comb through the ends. I'm just trying to make sure the ends get a little bit more sleeker, so when I put it in a ponytail, it's easy. So I parted them in big chunks and kind of just flattened everything. I didn't do it neat. It didn't take me forever. It took me like 5 minutes. So as you can see, one side is a lot longer looking and a little bit straighter and easier to deal with, which is going to make it easier for the ponytail. This side I need to get started on. Alright, so I'm going to use some Morris Beeswax, and I'm going to get it on the entire perimeter of the ponytail, the edges, the back, the middle, everywhere. Now, if you don't have beeswax, if you have some jam, that will do, but beeswax is just overall better because it's thicker and it holds better and it has no water and it won't frizz your hair back up. So now I'm just brushing it up into how my ponytail will be. I will sometimes add a little bit more beeswax in some areas where I see it needs a little bit more hold, but you can judge that on your own as you're trying to put your hand into your ponytail. Now, for this part, if you have a short TWA like me, all of your hair is not going to fit into the ponytail, but that is fine. What you're going to do for any other pieces that are still left out in the back or front or wherever it is, you're going to add a little bit more beeswax to that area to give it that little firm hold. And then I would suggest spraying some Spritz on it, since it, you know, Spritz is like a holding spray. I don't have Spritz, but I have Redken thermal setting mist, and it's basically like the same thing. I'm going to spray it on there, and then I'm going to put the blow dryer on it just to dry it a little bit so it stiffens it up. It gets it a little bit hard and it's not waxy anymore, and it keeps your hair in place. So that is what you should be doing. Now I decided to just put a hair tie on my head just to keep the edges and everything put together while I get started with the hair, the weaving hair, the Kanekalon stuff. Alright, so for the Kanekalon, I got 4 packs for $1 each. I personally soak mine in vinegar and water first because it makes me itch if I don't. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your rubber band or your elastic, you're going to like fold it onto the hair kind of the way it already is when you buy it. You know how they have the rubber bands on it when you buy it. You're going to loop it around that hair the same exact way, and then you're going to loop it over your ponytail. However, you're not going to flip it in half. You're going to flip it in about 1/4. So you should have a long piece and a short piece. I'm going to pin that middle area where the rubber band is just to keep everything in place. Now, I would suggest that little piece of real hair that you have, putting it in a bun from the get-go so you don't have to worry about it later, but I did it later. But anyways, with the shorter piece, I'm just twisting it all the way down, and I'm going to make sure I wrap it under the hair that is hanging. So the hair that is hanging, you don't want to wrap it on top of it. You want to make sure you keep lifting it up, so when you get to the ponytail part at the very end, it's coming up and out of your ponytail and not under it from the bottom. So make sure that you're wrapping that hair under and around that hair that's hanging out. Now you're going to use 2 packs of hair for each bun. For the second pack, I'm going to twist it from beginning to end. You can do it if it's on your head or not. It's easier for me to do it before I put it in my head. So I'm twisting it up. Once it's twisted up, I'm going to pin one end to the bun just so it can be secure, so I can start wrapping it around. And again, like I did with the shorter piece from the first hair, I'm going to wrap it under the hair that is hanging, so that way the hair can come up and out of the ponytail in the center. Occasionally, you're going to pop a little bobby pin in there. You could get you some hairpins from the beauty supply store. I don't know, you can use bobby pins or hair pins. I like either one. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so just wrap it around. Make sure you secure it with your pins, girl. Side note, I do suggest you getting a hair color that matches your real hair. Mine is not exactly on point because it's fading and I'm recycling the same hair just to show you guys the look. Once you got it all pinned in, you basically can shape it however you want, squish it, squeeze it, pin it in whichever way you want it. Okay, so for the first hairstyle, which I did in my NYX Face Awards video, is I twisted one side and left the other side completely out. Now for my baby hairs, I use beeswax because it's firm and it holds it together, and I shape it the way I want. And then I do go in with some Eco styling gel. I use the olive oil one because it gives it that extra hold. You know, beeswax, if you sweat a little bit, it might curl up. So this is going to prevent it from curling and getting out of place. And then I put a little scarf on my head and just hold it for about 5 minutes, and then I'll be set with the baby hairs. Now for the second hairstyle, the 2 buns, you're literally just going to twist both of the hairs and wrap it around the buns that we already have sitting there. And then you're going to take a little pin and pin it at the end. Literally just putting them in twists and wrapping them around the buns. Of course, you can take your hands and shape them the way you want it and pin it the way you want it. And that is completely it. So I do call these Ninja Buns, not Space Buns, because it has a little swirls and twists on it. The back looks good, and we're done.
Okay, y'all, so that is it. It was super easy, like I said, super doable if you have short hair. And it's really freaking cute. I love it. It's not like the normal Space Buns because it has like a lot of swirls and twists going on in there. So I think it's really dope. You could even get some scissors and cut off this extra stuff and all of that. But I don't mind the little messiness because I think it looks cute. I don't need it to be like super, super neat, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please go vote for your girl if you haven't already. I'm trying to make it to the top 20 for y'all. And just stay tuned. I have a lot of videos coming. If you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, follow me on Instagram. It's at makeup by Carrie _ links and everything that you guys want to know about is always in the description box. Everything, trust me, everything is in there. I have a pictorial on Instagram for this look. So yeah, thank you again for watching. I love you guys. Bye.